Hey everyone, Coach Wheeler, hurdles coach at Indiana Tech. I'm going to do another video analysis, and I'm going to do it of a gentleman who has already sent me a video before, and I've done an analysis on him. This is a Canadian hurdler. His name is Nick, and the reason why I'm doing it here is because I originally recorded this video, but I recorded it in a pool while I was watching my son at swim practice, and there was just too much background noise and I couldn't get through it. So I had to stop it and kept having to stop and restart, and it just didn't sound right. It just didn't work for me. So as you can see, I'm not a professional at this. This is the hardest part for me to do, to try to help people out. So I've got this video review I'm going to do now. When I originally watched this video, I watched it on a phone screen, which was, you know, that big, and I watched it full speed. So I haven't seen it. I haven't broken this down. I haven't, outside of me just kind of looking at it on my phone. I decided that I was just going to do this in time with you guys, and so you can see what I look for and where my eyes go and what my thought process is, and as I see things. And it might be a little more helpful for people who really don't know what's the first thing to look for, or what am I seeing that somebody else doesn't, or what am I seeing, or what am I not seeing that somebody else is seeing. So I wanted to kind of put this together in that format, and I wanted to get this done as quickly as possible. I'm actually at the track. I've got a couple athletes that are coming in about 15, 20 minutes, so I wanted to get this out and made as quickly as possible. So we're going to jump right into this one, and bear with me because I've already done the recording for the video that you guys are about to see, the video analysis part of it, and I'm just kind of backfilling in where I needed to do this part of it. So hopefully this helps everybody out, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button and leave some information in the comments below, and hopefully I can help some people out here. All right. All right, so we've got this gentleman right here. You can see the flashes. That's going to be Nick there. I'm going to run at full speed. You guys can kind of see what he looks like full speed, and then we're going to break it down on his. We're going to check out the second, third, and fourth hurdle because of the distance of the camera. It's a little far. It's a little far out to see him once he's past 5 hurdles. So we'll take a look at this here. Good things that I can see. Great push. Accelerates to the hurdle really well. Pretty good press. Great speed in between. A little bit of a rotation. There's something there that's catching my eye though that I want to talk about here. So let's get you rolling over the top. We'll go over the first hurdle here full speed. Boom, and then we're going to stop it right here. So a couple things that I want to look at here, and again, this is Nick right here. Unfortunately, I can't get this any closer. Let's look at him coming off of the hurdle first. Really good press, great wrap arm. Can't really see that free side. Looks like I can't see the hand, so it's up by the thigh or up by the hip, which is where we want it to be. Great touchdown. I'm really liking this here. Let's get this up so you guys can see it. His foot and knee and hip and shoulder are all in line once he's pushing those hips through. And that's telling me he's getting a ton of force right underneath the hip, which is the center of mass. So he's getting really good push there. Let me take that out of there. We'll delete that. Good. And then this is what kind of caught my eye here. little in front on your second step or your push off. Right there, you're a little too far in front, and that causes the hips to drop just a little bit. Great, nice and tall here. Good opening. That's a great sprint form, and then we're in front just a little bit again. So I'm not quite sure what's going on there, but this is your cut step or chop step. Look how far in front of your hips and your shoulders you are. When we're going to be this far out in front, we want to make sure that we're getting that foot down into a cut step to get it closer to the hip to be underneath there, because as you're going to see here, the first thing that's going to happen when you drive that knee up, you want to get a little more tuck of the heel under the hind end. I guess it's in the right spot here. That's not bad. But when you drive that knee and press as aggressively as you are, you're floating on top of the hurdle. And I know you probably don't feel that just because of the speed and the quickness on there, but you get that foot out in front of you and you don't cut step that, your hips are going to rise no matter what. I want to make sure that we eliminate that, because when we get on 42s, you're going to really feel like you're floating on top. Pretty good here, hard to see. Again, right underneath the hips, very nice. Good open sprint. Look at that. Right down under the hip, but we're leaning forward a little bit here. We should be straight up. There's a collapse with the hind end dropping down, and that's forcing, I don't know if you're dropping your hips or you're pushing your shoulders forward. One of those two things, or those two dynamics, are happening here. And again, look at how far in front that foot is in front of the hips. And we need to get that foot down a lot further. You'll cut a ton of time off of your crossing if we get that foot down, because your parabola is going to be much lower to the hurdle. Now you are crazy aggressive on the press, which I love. Look at that shoulder, hip to knee angle is really, really closed off. And that's great to see, and that's probably why you're able to keep your parabola a little bit lower. But you know, again, you get on those 42s and you're going to feel like you're floating, because you're going to have to raise that extra 2 inches. Foot down, hard to see there. Really nice split, liking that. Right underneath, and then here's where we've got some glitch going on here, where your hips are dropping too much. I think you're forcing your chest forward, trying to be fast. And you have to be a sprinter that hurdles, not a hurdler that sprints. So we want to make sure that we get nice and tall and open in between, big and powerful. Let's see where that chop step lands. Yeah, look at how far in front that is. We can shave a ton of time off of that. Good tuck, outstanding press. Good job with the freeze side. You've really been working on that. That looks really, really nice. There's no rotation upper body wise. You're getting a ton of speed off of the hurdle. You could probably hold your press just a little bit longer. Be more patient on top of the hurdle before you start to dive off. Let's see if we can get one more view of you pushing your, yeah, there's a little bit of a dip there with your chest. And I think that's just an aggressiveness on trying to be fast, and that's getting you close to that hurdle. Look at how far out in front that step is. Again, great press, great freeze side, beautiful wrap arm. We're keeping that heel tucked a little bit under the butt on the trail leg side, and I'd like to get that open just a little bit more into a 90-degree angle, but other than that, looks good. Looks really good now. So that's kind of what I'm seeing, that I'm noticing. I can't see. Let's just speed it up here, and then I'll stop it again. I want to see how you finish. It looks like you're sprinting through the line on there. Looks like we fixed it since the last video of starting your lean too quickly. But other than that, pretty nice job. Really solid race. But again, it's just that getting that cut step down. You're way too far in front of the hurdle, and that's causing those hips to rise a little bit too much. And again, you've got a fantastic press, which eliminates a little bit of that rise, but we want that momentum to go straight forward, not up. And if you're able to press like that and not have your hips come up, you're going to be sitting on top of the hurdle, which is really, really what we want to have happen. All right. So I hope that helped. Let me get back. So there we have the video, and hopefully this is going to help some people out. And again, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. That helps me to get the information out to different people who might be interested in this, and hopefully this helps out some people, coaches, athletes, and maybe even parents that want to watch this stuff, and just give me some feedback if that's what you want to do. But to subscribe and like the video would be really helpful. All right, thanks guys. Have a great day, and see you at the next video.